Ah Feter, is that you? Another more one time. It's the whining Queen Caribbeana. Everybody want come join her. Whining Queen is a feta. Lord, is a feta. Want me know? Hey, check them now. Whining up the body. Want me know? Hey, check her now. Bounce is a feta. Just turn up. Hey, check her now. Whining up the body.
Hey Massive, I am Rebel Mass, your favorite carnival journalist, and I'm here today with Ah Feter, two of the band leaders. I have Wendy and Crystal, and we are going to talk about the Houston Carnival experience.
Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
No problem, no problem. Just let everybody know a little bit about Ah Feter and a little more insight about who you two are.
I'm Crystal. I'm also known as Caribbeana. Thank you. I'm very quiet. I'm behind the scenes. My mom is the front end, and I deal with everything on the back end.
So back in 2016, I wanted to quit my job and just do fets. Go straight to different islands and do as many carnivals as I could back in 2016. So I created a Facebook group, and I couldn't think of a name, and my cousin was like, why don't you name it Ah Feter? And he showed me how to spell it. So I was like, yeah, I like that. And then they started calling me the Queen of Fet. So that's how I got that name. So they started to tell me the different carnivals, when they would be, so that way I could plan so I could travel. But then my daughter was like, hey mom, I really like that name. Let's take it further and start a mass band. And I was like, no, I don't really want to start a mass band. I just want a fet. Anyway, I was like, okay, because I'll support her. So we came out with a t-shirt band for Houston Carnival back in 2016. And then it went straight from there. Then we decided to do Hollywood, St. Thomas, Miami. We're looking forward to going to St. Croix
And Orlando.
Nice.
And who knows, I'm trying to see about St. Lucia.
Ooh.
And Antigua, of course. I can't forget my second home.
So can you tell us a little bit about what the journey has been like with the band during this pandemic?
We were going to do St. Thomas, Hollywood, and Houston.
Yes,
3 back-to-back.
3 back-to-back.
Wow.
We was going to take on St. Thomas and Hollywood, and it was going to be back-to-back. Then COVID hit and shut everything down. We knew that because, we stand for the masqueraders. Our motto is that no masquerader gets left behind. We are about the masqueraders.
Oh.
But when COVID hit and shut everything down, we came to the decision that, a lot of people lost their jobs, they weren't working, and it wouldn't be right to tell them they could not have a refund because of something that happened was not their fault at all. So we came to the decision that we would give them their refund 100%. And when Carnival opened back up, they can always rejoin. So we gave everyone back their money, and we decided to take the loss as a business. And that's what we did. And then I'm a nurse by trade, so I came to Texas, but I was in a different part of Texas, and I was working with the COVID patients, which was very tough. And then I saw the governor opened up Texas, but I always thought Texas was open anyway, all the parties I was seeing. And then the lovely Patrick, wonderful guy, the CEO of Houston Carnival Festivals, reached out and said, hey, do you guys still want to do Houston? So I was like, okay, we did promise you, so we're coming. We had maybe 6 weeks to get costumes produced,
Wow.
models to model it for the photo shoot, band launch, graphics. It was tough. And while I was still away on a COVID assignment, working 6 days a week. So I have a great team in the behind the scenes that really came through. Shout out to Savage Mass. He's taught me so much. He's based in Miami.
Nice.
I love him to death. He has taught me so much. So we will be joining him as a section in Miami. Costumes are fire. Our section is raw, but all the costumes are fire. I would wear any one of them, even the male. That's how nice they are. It was tough. It's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of heartaches, a lot of mishaps, because you want your masqueraders happy. You want them happy. So I remember me and Casey driving downtown because one of the masqueraders was missing some of her trim.
Wow.
And we went there to glue that trim onto her costume. because it's really, really, really about the masqueraders. Sometimes they don't understand. A costume, it costs money. The supplies are expensive, but at the same time, they get more than a costume. It's all about the experience, and that's what we try to bring to Houston and set the bar, because Houston is going to be on the map.
I can definitely agree with you about Houston Carnival being on the map, because a lot of out-of-towners were here. As soon as I posted stuff on my social media handles, a lot of friends, the masqueraders were like, "Oh, we're coming to Houston." So with that being said, what does Carnival mean to you all? We've gone through this journey of COVID. We're here. You guys had a successful launch. The presentation on the road was immaculate. What does that mean to you?
It just means that it just shows you that we, as Caribbean people, we can unite. We can love our culture and share our culture, because so many other cultures want to learn about us.
This is true.
So I love being Caribbean. On my application, I don't put black, I don't put white, I put other Caribbean.
Oh, that's wild.
I know, but I do, because I'm proud to be Caribbean. We have the best culture.
But can we get into the costumes? Won't take too much time up, but I just can't get over it. Both sections, how many? There was 4, technically.
4.
And the Predator, the whole theme, who decided on that?
So I reached out to my sweetheart Shackton again from Savage Mask, and I said, and this was last year before COVID when we were trying to do it, and I said, hey, I need a theme. I can't think of anything, because I already thought of Pandora's Box for St. Thomas,
Right.
and I thought of Kama Sutra, the Forbidden Art for Hollywood, so I just couldn't think of anything. And he said Predators, and I was like, Predator, but I'm thinking like Alien Predator.
Right.
And he was like, no, he started sending me pictures of all kinds of animal print, and I was like, yeah, I like that. So then once we decided that, I reached out to the graphic guys, and they are wonderful, and they came up with that. And I don't know, here it is, Predators. But Houston was where we wanted to shine. This is our hometown, so that's what we did.
So will you all be competing in Houston 2022?
We're hoping to compete in Houston 2022.
Okay. So where else would you like to see the band go?
My biggest thing right now, I really want to do Orlando Carnival.
Okay.
We had a lot of masqueraders fly in from Orlando. They've been asking us to come down. So that's what I'm really excited for, to do Orlando. And Miami is going to be exciting too. This is my first time, actually. I played Mass in Miami, but this is my first time going to be on the road for Miami.
Right.
So I'm excited to see that. But I'm really looking forward to Orlando Carnival.
Niceness. So how can Massive and everyone else that wants to play Mass and love Ah Feter, how can they keep up with you all?
We have a Facebook page. We have Ah Feter. We have a fan page, and we also have a group. And then we also have an Instagram. Instagram is probably the best place to get your information from. We have over 7,000 followers, and we post content daily. And we're also looking for brand ambassadors at this point. So, anybody can reach out to the Ah Feter page and DM us.
And before we wrap up the interview, you wanted to discuss an event that you have coming up this weekend, right?
Yes, we have an event coming up, but I'll let Crystal talk more on the event, because I was focused on the mass band, and her assignment was the event.
My assignment.
Yes.
You understood that.
Okay. So we have a carnival event. We're trying to do sort of a last lap, as we call it, in the Virgin Islands, as the final carnival event. So it's called Carnival Relapse. We have Lorena from Antigua right here. She will be performing. She's a big artist from Antigua. We have Mandela. He's from Grenada. He sings all the jazz songs, And then we have all our VI artists: Adam O, Swank, Bugsy, Shaw. We have the VI Dream Team. We have Supertrack. So just a whole mix of different islands put together on a card. It's going to be a strict carnival event. So soca.
All right.
Calypso.
Right.
Yeah.
And they can come in costumes.
Yeah. People have been asking if they can wear their costumes. So hey, you could come if
That's
you want
awesome.
to wear your costume. Go right ahead. I'm not stopping you.
That is wonderful. All right, well, Massive again. I am Rebel Mass, the Pretty Mass Ambassador, and I'm here with Ah Feter, reporting live from Houston Carnival. Stay tuned. Baddest Revelers, Rebel Mass, we lit.
Yes.